The debate topic I voted for is governments should heavily tax cigarettes and vaping products to reduce public health costs. My opinion is that I support this idea. I believe the most persuasive argument is that smoking and vaping are not only personal choices, they also create serious public health and economic problems for society. When people get sick from tobacco-related diseases, the cost is often shared by everyone through public healthcare systems, insurance costs, and lost productivity. For example, the CDC estimates that cigarette smoking has cost the United States hundreds of billions of dollars in healthcare spending and lost productivity. Because of this, I think it is fair for governments to tax these products more heavily. The strongest reason to support this policy is that higher prices can reduce use, especially among young people. Many teenagers and young adults are more sensitive to price because they usually have less money. If cigarettes and vaping products become more expensive, fewer young people may start using them in the first place. This is important because nicotine is highly addictive, and the CDC says e-cigarettes are especially unsafe for children, teens, and young adults because nicotine can affect attention, learning, mood, and impulse control. Another persuasive argument is that taxation does not completely ban cigarettes or vaping products. Adults would still have the freedom to buy them, but they would also have to pay more products that increase public health costs. This makes the policy more balanced. It respects personal choice while also protecting society from paying the full price of that choice. Some people may argue that heavy taxes are unfair, especially to people with lower incomes who are already addicted. I understand that point, but I still think the tax is justified if the money is used properly. The government should use the tax revenue to fund smoking cessation programs, public health education, and healthcare services for people affected by tobacco-related illnesses. In that way, the tax is not just a punishment, it becomes a tool to help people quit and prevent others from becoming addicted. Overall, I support heavily taxing cigarettes and vaping products because it can reduce public health costs, discourage young people from starting, and provide funding for prevention and treatment. The World Health Organization also says tobacco taxes are one of the most effective and cost-effective ways to reduce tobacco use. In my opinion, the most persuasive argument is simple. If a product creates harm that society has to pay for, then the product should be taxed in a way that helps reduce the harm. That is why I voted in support of this debate topic.